Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. It is Monday. Happy Monday morning to you. I hope that your day is going well. Is your morning going well? I hope it's going well. I've got my cup of coffee here, ready for my day. I feel like last week we had such a busy week, and it was because I had a couple appointments for Greg, throws you off kilter, still doing school, and then shopping on top of it. That's a little bit of extra as well, and then making the food. But I'm like, okay, this weekend, I was so tired. I was very tired, but we had a good relaxing weekend. It was a gorgeous weekend. What did we do Saturday? I had to work for a little bit and then went out in the pool and swam with Greg for about 3 hours. It was so nice. And the girls, Maddie and her friends were over, and they're like, are we gonna go to the beach today? So I'm like, do you want to go to the beach? I'm like, I'm all for the beach. So we got out and got ready, and then we went to the beach for the afternoon. That was very nice. It was a nice, just peaceful time. The weather is like perfect right now. Perfect. It's been sweaty eyeballs, which all summer, which it is, it's Florida, but it's like getting so, I say perfect, it'll probably even get more perfect when you can open that door in the morning, but like just great where it's nice and warm, but it's like just a good time. And so I had to laugh. We were at the beach and the girls were in the water, you know, when teenagers are in the water more, and we saw it was a dolphin, but you saw a black thing jump out of the water. Freak shout, could be shark. So we're like, girls, out of the water. So we're like running across the beach, telling the girls to get out. They got out so quickly. I was like, you were awesome, because they had a sandbar, the water, and then there's a sandbar was out there, and so it was on the inside of the sandbar. Usually, like those would stay outside of the sandbar, but obviously they were not. And so then we got them, they got out, and they were like watching it, and it jumped again. And I'm like, oh, it's just a dolphin. But you never know, you got to be prepared. So that was a little crazy trauma for them. I'm like, or for us as a parent, for them, they're like, it's just a dolphin, Mom. I'm like, I know, but what if it wasn't, it was a shark? So it was good. We did good. We did that. We got some more shells, and just good, just relaxing. It was just a good beach time. We got home early. Usually we stay till sunset, but we were already there for a couple hours, and you know, to get tired and hot and everything else. And so we came home, and it was like perfect time to relax and just end our day. And then yesterday we had church in the morning, came home, and we just chilled for a little bit, and then I went out. I had to clean my car yesterday. I did that yesterday, which I don't usually like to do that on the weekend, or on Sunday, but I didn't Saturday because we were just relaxing. So I'm like, let me go clean my car out because it was really dirty. Usually I do the car wash, but I'm like, I budgeted for groceries, and I got a couple extra things for Christmas. So I'm like, the $30, I can go and save myself that by doing it outside. So I did it outside. I only have to wash it like once a month usually here. It doesn't get that dirty, but so I spent my time outside doing that, which was nice. Jensen came out and helped me. We got it cleaned off and looking good, and then went in the pool because you were a little sweaty and toasty after that, and then just stayed swimming until the sun went down to cover over the house. I say to cover, like, so there was shade in the pool, and got out and then made myself some dinner. We had burgers. I ate those burnt burgers. Call me crazy. That was some salad and some corn from our meal, and just sat outside and just ate dinner. It was so beautiful. I had my Bible, had sermons that I listened to, and it was like the perfect night. I was like, this is nice when you can swim all day, get out and still stay outside and just enjoy your evening. So it was great. It was a great day of just relaxing. So then today I got up, it was like disaster, didn't have my coffee ready. The dishes were filled up all over the sink, and then like laundry's piled up, and I'm like, all right, it's Monday, we got to get up. So as soon as Greg he was in the shower, I came out and made his lunch, and then I'm like, let me get coffee. And then while he was in there, I threw dishes in the dishwasher because we had a ton. The sink was overflowing because we didn't do anything. And then I threw some laundry in, and then I started cleaning my bathroom. So I cleaned my bathroom, got that spotless, even vacuumed my room, got my bed off, and I was doing all that this morning while I was reading my Bible, and I was like, okay, I need to say something for filming, or you're gonna have nothing to film. No motivation. So I was motivated without you guys this morning, but got a lot done. It was just a good morning. So now I'm like, all right, now I need to get out here and do some stuff. We gotta make food today too, so there'll be lots of food, but cleaning as well. There's only a few dishes. I cleaned up most of the counter. We had, the lunch boxes from the beach and a couple of food wrappers here and there to throw away, but it's going to be an amazing day. Are you ready? I hope that your day's amazing. I hope your weekend was good for one. Hope you had some relaxing time. Let me know, what did you do this weekend that was relaxing for you? Maybe you didn't. Maybe it was crazy, busy. I get you. But if you had something relaxing, let me know. Like, what do you do for relaxing? Like mine was swim in the pool and just chill until the sun went away, and sat outside, and it was just nice. It was nice and peaceful and quiet, and I'm like, wow, that just re-energized me for like All right, set me up for today. So simple things, the little things in life. So you ready? Let me know what yours is. Coffee. Let's get going with our work. All right, let's go. Do a little backwards today. I'm gonna clean the counter up first. It's not that dirty, it's just from stuff sitting on it, and then we'll do the dishes. They're mostly like big containers, like plastic containers, things like that. So we'll wash those in a minute, but let's wipe the counters first. Okay, it wasn't much getting the dishes done, just a few in the sink there. I had my soap out because I was washing the car. Lots of dishes. The plastic is what takes forever to dry those containers, because who wants to wipe out all the plastic containers? So if you kind of set them on that ledge and leave them over the edge of it a little bit, then the ledge a little bit, then air will get in there and they'll dry, and you can just stack them in the cupboard. If we only have a couple, I usually just throw them in the cupboard. I know it's wrong, but I do, and then I pick them up later. But since there's so many, I'm like, okay, we need to get these to dry here. I got some dried tomato on the counter because that was my doing, I know. So this is good. I'm just gonna wipe everything up and look in. We have a lot of homemade bread, that's a good thing, so not a bad thing, but I'm thinking I'll do grilled cheese today for lunch. I'll make some soup, grilled cheese sandwiches, that'll be nice. And then today is gonna be focused on breakfast day for food. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of that. Prepping it, I'll keep it in the refrigerator and the kids can just grab it, but I'm just getting that. So we'll have to bake some, we'll have to do some thinking English muffins and bagels today. So it's on my list. I got my list to do. I think that'll be a good thing. And then I want to do something with all that garlic too. So that's always the last thing to do because you got to peel it all. But maybe today would be the day. We'll see. So let me just wipe this off. It happens. I put that up on the shelf there and it just spilled all over the place. Okay. Thankfully I just cleaned the counter, so I was just like, no, you don't want to waste it because that stuff is expensive. Pepper and salt is a lot. It didn't used to be like so cheap. The cheap salt is, but this is not. So now it's all down in the inside of here. So I will probably wipe this and clean it, and then I will get the vacuum and suck that out of there. Okay, pepper just does not wipe away easily. Like salt will dissolve a little bit. Pepper does not. So I'm like scraping and getting in there. I'm like, it's all in the crack corner, but I'm like, this has got a lot of crumbs in the corner here. We need to do a cleaning of it. I'll get it as it got a little bit wet. So as it dries, I will do the vacuum. Okay, someone had some pasta. Good. Got coffee started to fill it up. I will have to, the pitcher only fills up about half the coffee pot, and then there's still coffee in the pot because I know Autumn will have some. So I'm gonna flip my laundry real quick and I'll come back. I'm gonna run it real quick. I'm gonna put these in our freezer outside. They naturally they don't take up much space when you have like 10 of them, they take up space in your freezer in here. So we only use them if we go to the beach, but I'm gonna stick them out there so that I can check the freezer. It's always good to check your freezer because you never know if it decides to die on you, which probably won't, or the fact that the kid left it open, which they shouldn't, because they shouldn't be in there. So let me run this out there real quick. Okay, so my focus today is gonna be on breakfast foods, and then that way, I just sneezed. That way we'll have a bunch in the refrigerator for the week. If anything doesn't get eaten, which I doubt it will go in the freezer, so I'm not worried about that. Kids will eat it. If it's there, they'll eat it. And then we'll have it for dinner tonight too. I'm thinking we'll do breakfast for dinner, make it a little easier. Okay, so this is yeast. This is gonna be for bagels. This is water, sugar, and yeast. I'm gonna turn it on for 1 minute. I'm gonna let it sit for just a second. Okay, vacuum's going, so it's a little noisy, but the next thing, that dough is gonna be mixed up. I'm gonna put that in a bowl to let it rise up separately so I can mix something else in there. But something I'm gonna get going is, I say donut muffins. That's what the original recipe is. It's a nice muffin, sugar and cinnamon. It tastes like a donut. I did them last time in my donut pan, and they were so good. So I've got some apple cider vinegar, not apple cider vinegar, apple cider in the refrigerator, and I thought, I'll put that in the slushy machine today. We're gonna have apple cider slushies with the donuts, and then that'll be like the treat part of the breakfast food, because that's a good thing. This is the easy recipe. It doesn't require anything, no eggs or anything. So into a mixing bowl here, this is doubled. So I did a 1/4 cup of margarine melted and a 1/2 cup of sugar and a little pinch of nutmeg. Just stir that together. And then over here is 1 cup of flour. Let me get this, and a teaspoon of baking powder. So I'm just gonna mix those together and add them together. Better than 1 cup of flour and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Mix this together in here with 1/2 cup of milk. I'm doubling mine. I think that's all I did last time for 24 donuts. So we'll see how much this makes. Okay, I ended up having to do a 3rd batch. I think last time I made the chocolate bean donuts, that's why I filled in the extra with that. So this is good. Those that go in, you take them out. When you come out, you put them in, dip them in butter, and then cinnamon sugar. It's so, so delicious. So, okay, let me get my ingredients out for the English muffins. All right, so it's been a little while since I've done English muffins. Oh my goodness, I can't. Have I ever done any on camera? I'm just thinking, I don't even know. Let me go get a egg. Hold on. I would say probably not, because that was a busy time, but I used to make them back in Michigan, so it's been a little while. So what I did here, into my mixing bowl, I have put in here, I had 3/4 cup of milk. You have to heat it to about 110 degrees, and then 1/2 cup of water, and 2 teaspoons of sugar, and then I put in 2 1/4 teaspoons of yeast, which is just a package of yeast, 3 tablespoons of butter, and then I'm gonna mix an egg in here. We're gonna let this mix up real quick. Sometimes the egg in the mix, the dough machine, it doesn't really mix very well. I mean, eventually, if you left it on, it would spin like crazy and get it, but it just tends to just spin. You know what I mean? You kind of break it up with a fork, that'll help. And then I'm gonna add, let me turn on, and then I'm gonna add in 2 3/4 cup of flour with a teaspoon of salt. Let it mix, do its thing. Okay, so that is gonna ferment in there. I'll just leave it in there to let it rise up until it's doubled. The next thing, the donuts will be done in a few minutes. So I'm gonna put bacon in the oven next. This is the corn cob bacon. So good. Oh, it smells so good. It smells like a corn cob. It smells like a corn cob, which is a weird smell. bacon, but it's very good. So I'm gonna put it on parchment paper and put it in the oven. I have done where you just put it on your cookie sheet. You just have to scrub your cookie sheet even more. So save yourself the work. Just get the paper. I've done foil before as well. I think that's about it. If you do it in a pan, that's fine. Just know that, let's say you don't have any. That's understandable. I never bought parchment paper until now because you know it's one more expense you don't necessarily need. So what you would do is just take your pans, kind of balance it on your sink so it doesn't fall down. Put a little bit of dish soap in there, or even dishwashing crystals, and fill it with water and just let it sit for an hour or so, and then it'll wipe off a lot easier. So just a little tidbit, because I understand. Can't always buy paper. I couldn't always buy paper either. So bacon, let me show you what I'm doing. Bacon on the cookie sheet, look at that. It's the first round of meat for our breakfast foods. I think I have a big tomato, so I'm thinking like a BLT as well. Okay, so the donuts came out, those are good. They're always gonna be white on top with the brown on the bottom. They look like that when you do them as muffins too. Maybe it's because there's no egg in them, I'm assuming. So what you're gonna do is when it's cool, I'm gonna take them off and then dip them in when they're still warm. Butter and then a cinnamon sugar mixture, put them out. They're so good. They are so good where no one was like, oh, these aren't fried, or well, usually like I've made apple cider donuts before. I've done like, you know, where you make the mixes and done them before, and they're okay, but you can always tell they're not deep fried donuts, you know what I mean? And so this is a great match for like, wow, I think it's just the amount of sugar and cinnamon, because there's an awful lot on there that sticks to it, but so good. I've taken it where I've just dipped it in sugar and cinnamon when it's warm. It doesn't stick as well, so the butter does help. Maybe I always thought it's like excess sugar. One side with it is good, but I mean, it's delicious. It's a donut, so it's delicious. Okay, so I'm gonna take my sugar and cinnamon, mix it together here in the bowl. It's so good. And then the butter in the other one, and we'll dip the donut into it. It's just delicious. Like I said, it's like the cheapest way, because you don't need an egg, and it works out. And then just put them on a rack to cool. I feel like I'm working in circles because I'm doing a bunch. I'm like, I'm gonna get to everything eventually. So the donuts are done. That's one thing done. The bagels are ready to be rolled out and stuff. I need to do the bacon's in the oven. I've got this sausage. They literally just have to heat this up. So I am not gonna cook this because it's already cooked, but I am gonna put it into this glass container right here. And all they have to do when they want to make their little breakfast sandwiches is heat it up. Because it's already heated up. I'll probably take one and cut it, or two. Maybe I'll just do that for sandwiches. I'll cut this up for breakfast burrito. So this will go in here. And we'll have this with bacon. Let's chop this up just in tiny chunks. I'm gonna be on to the paper of the parchment paper real soon. So I just looked up, I just saw there's a gift card. One of my viewers, I think I'm just gonna refer to her as Mrs. C. How's that? Mrs. C, she sent some birthday cards for Stephen and for Autumn. So sweet, and it was so sweet. The kids sent cards and stuff, but it was so sweet because Autumn, she was like, wow, she paid attention to like what I was looking at in the store. Autumn had looked at a prayer journal at Sam's Club, and she gave her some money so she could buy that. I thought that was so sweet for her birthday. I'm like, you know, I love my community on here. A lot of you have watched my kids for a long time here, and so a lot of you it's been a blessing in our home, so we thank you for that. So we sent her the card, but there's a card set over there for Sonic because she got him some gift cards for food as well. So Stephen got to go have his first Sonic. So Brooklyn was such a good sister. She took him she took Jensen and Stephen last night, and they went and got Sonic. She said it was really good. So I've never been, or I can't say I've never been. I've been to Sonic once. I think I got, what did I get? I had like a drink there once because someone said you can make Coke with lime and coconut, but when I did it, it was because I like Coke with lime. I mean, I don't really drink that much soda, not very often, but I like the lime Coke, and you usually only get that like in the machine ones that mix them. Like certain places have them. Like, who's the chicken place? One of the chicken places does, not the Chick-fil-A, but the other one. I'm trying to think of the name of it. I can't even think of the name. But anyways, they have it, and then I saw we have a couple different restaurants down here that has it too, and I was like, ooh, they do have the lime. But anyways, they can put flavors in your drink. So I remember getting Coke with lime and coconut. The coconut was like a blue color, so I was kind of like, I didn't really think it was that great, but I think everybody loves the whole drink thing, right? Isn't that the craze out west? I don't really know much. I do social media, but I don't watch that much social media. So I know that I would say Utah moms, right? Because they don't drink coffee, so they drink sodas or something. I don't know, maybe. But that was a big thing, because I think there's a couple other drink stores here that have gone in. And so I'm sure they're all fancy and good. But anyways, Brooklyn took them last night. That was very sweet for her to take them. They could get some fun treats, so it was good. All right, bagels. All you do is just roll them out. The last batch I did, they're all gone. And I made some really big ones. I made some small ones. It worked out. They're just so good. The more you do it, someone said they want to start making them. Go ahead. My first ones, they did not, it's like, it takes time. It takes time to do them and learn how to do it. Bread is the same thing. When you start making your own bread dough, or maybe you'll be amazing the first time. I never was amazing the first time. I mean, I'm still not amazing. It still messes up sometimes, but it's just the more you do it, the more you learn some tricks. You're like, okay, this works. This doesn't. Like for myself, it's easier for me to go like this and then roll it together. Some people like to do the hole in the middle, like poke it through, but I just found it just stretches your dough more. So this is good. So I'm going to take these here, put them on my parchment paper, and they're going to rise up. I'm doing laundry in between things. Doing great. And then I'll get mixture for breakfast burritos. The kids just want sausage and cheese. That's it. I'm like, okay, I can do sausage and just cheese. I was just thinking, I think Jensen likes breakfast burritos. He does. So I will. Okay, so do you do it with, I used to use a can of cheddar cheese in there, like like canned stuff. And someone said they just put sliced cheese, like American cheese in there. Should I just do sliced cheese in it and then put the eggs on and roll it up? Should we do it differently? I guess I could do it either way, right? If I put a sliced cheese in there, then you're guaranteed to get the cheesy. There's the thought. Maybe I'll do them a little bit differently this time. Yeah, and then Jensen, because he does like them. I forget. Sometimes he does, and then sometimes like he doesn't touch them. And I'm like, the last time though, he likes the breakfast burritos, so I'm gonna make sure I make some with his cheese. All right, look at that. That's some good dough. Okay, let's make these out into bagels. I'm gonna go back and flip my laundry. I've been doing that off camera. Get it done for a great Monday. Don't burn the bacon this time, Amy. Last time I was busy and I like crisped a little bit. I was like, so I've got it on lower temperature, so it should be good. Okay, bagels will do their thing over there. Let me do some breakfast burritos. I'm thinking just to do eggs, scramble them, and then I think just put the cheese on the tortilla. I think that'll be a little bit easier to do. Then it won't get cheese and stuff that won't get, so I said cheese, and so let me get some eggs out. I don't know why I put the old eggs on the bottom in that container, because then it was harder to get them out, but grab those out and refilled it up. So I'm just gonna crack some eggs in here. I'll come decide how many I do. We'll see what the final number is. Okay, so my thought is the kids want breakfast burritos, they want to make breakfast sandwiches with bagels and English muffins. So what I'm thinking is, why don't I cook that sausage over here, which is already cooked, just has to be heated up. Probably don't even have to heat it up. And then I'll put that in a bowl. I will scramble these eggs and just cook the eggs separately with salt and pepper, maybe a little milk in there. I don't usually, but maybe I will. And then put those, mix some of it in with the meat mixture. We'll make breakfast burritos. The rest I'll put into a container, and then that way, when they want to do a breakfast sandwich, there's no cheese in the mixture. They can add it, and they can add one of those sausage patties or the bacon that just came out of the oven. It's so good. Or actually, no, it's still in the oven. I just turned it down. Maxine's like over there sniffing it earlier. I'm like, you smell that bacon. So then they can put cheese on it that way. That way they can have their own how they like it. I'm thinking that's gonna be the best way because I'm like, because they'll get up in the morning, they're a little tired. Some make eggs, but if I have it already prepared, it's one of those things they can just grab out. So fluff this up with your immersion blender. I'll put a little bit of milk in it too. I used to do a big pot, but it takes the water longer. So I started doing like the chicken fryer. It's a little bit wider. So there's still water on the bottom. That works good for boiling. Okay, so this is already pretty much, it's already cooked. So I'm gonna take this, put this in a bowl here. And then continue to cook in here. I'll put some butter, and then we'll do the scrambled eggs. Bacon's done. This is such good bacon. Got that tomato. I'm thinking to pull out some BLTs later today. So I guess I could have. Sometimes you cook it longer. It just depends on the child. I'll probably put, what I would need to put in here is a paper towel. You know, the grease off. Yeah, I need to do that because that's pretty greasy. All right, so the eggs are done. I just cook them till they're almost done because they're gonna be heating up their breakfast burrito, heating up the eggs when they doing their sandwich, but for the most part, it'll be there. So then I'll get cheese, I'll just make a bunch of burritos, and the rest will put in a container for sandwiches, which will be good. These I gotta do, I thought it was boiling, but I guess it wasn't. It's almost there. Put the lid on it. And then you just take this and let it boil for a minute, flip it over the other side, and then I gotta wipe egg wash on it, and then everything bagel seasoning, and bake them in the oven. They are delicious. Way good, way good. Don't worry about it, the first few ones messing up. It's okay, you'll get better as you do them. The beautiful thing about bagels is they're very forgiving. Like if you don't have them be super smooth on top, it's okay because by the time you put your everything bagel season in, it's good to go. Now I don't make other kinds because my kids don't like other kinds. So there are some with cheese and some with, I don't know. I know you can put tons of yummy cinnamon ones, all that. They just won't eat them. They like these ones. So they're the ones that eat them. So I'm like, okay, just make what they like. That's your key to not waste food. Perfect. These will be so good. Let's get this pan in the oven. I don't mind double. I have the rack down for my bread today. Or you know what, I didn't even do bread. I put the rack down because I was gonna do bread today. We're not even doing bread, that's okay. I know we'll have to eventually. I'm gonna put it on high, so good. I was just like, I'm gonna put that rack down right now so I'm all set. No, I actually don't even need that all set. The only thing, if you overcrowd, then it kind of can stick to the side of the pan, so you gotta be real careful. It won't stick like terribly, you just kind of move it over. These are so good. Delicious winner. Use regular flour too if you can't get the bread flour, that's fine. I did that for years. They definitely turn out better with bread flour, but I understand when you got a choice to make between regular flour or bread flour. Regular flour is cheaper. I get it at Sam's Club. You can get it at Sam's Club. You can get a big bag of it. It's, I think, was it $5 more for a big 10-pound bag, 20-pound bag? I think so. But it definitely makes all the difference for quality. But I understand the cost of everything because it's expensive. So this will come out, I'll do this. We're gonna go over here, we're gonna assemble a lot of breakfast burritos. I gotta finish these bagels first. So this I have for the kids when they have their, the bagels will be done, and the English muffins, they can take sausage, bacon, and eggs and make their own sandwich, which is good. The girls stand in front of me, makes me all nervous. I still get nervous after all this time. Someone's like right in front of my face, I'm always like, okay, so you just feel like you can't talk. A whole bag of breakfast burritos. I was telling the girls, I'm like, do you guys remember when we used to do like entire pans of these? I think I would do 100 burritos. We don't do that no more. I just did a package and I left like 2, so we only did like 18, and this is good. And I got this for Jensen in here. Then this way, they said it was really good with 1 slice of cheese, so that way we'll just do it like that from now on. That works. So these are gonna go in the refrigerator. Still waiting on an English muffin. Bagels are in the oven, and then we'll see what else we do. All right, girls are coming out busy. They just went for a bike ride, so I'm gonna get going. I'm like, I wanted to make, I was gonna make waffles, which I am, and the girls are like, why don't you make wet spot, some banana chocolate waffles, and I was like, ooh, that would be really good. So then I'm like, let me get the, huh?
You know, for the white mobility bike where it's that, you know.
Okay, it's been a little while since we've done English muffins, so I think you just put it on the countertop. Make the dough go out and then cut it out and put it. This finally get to use some this stuff that I never use. Oh, stop! That's just the girls. Matt, better dead. Roll it out. Cut it out with the biscuit cutter. Put it on parchment paper that has some cornmeal on it. Maxine. Okay, these all sit up here for about 30 minutes. They'll kind of rise up again, then you cook them on a hot skillet for about 30 minutes. From what I remember, yep, I gotta get my cast iron up. So this is good. I used to have to roll these out individually before. The cutter is way better. It's gonna, your first one's gonna be smoother because the dough is nice and smooth. The next one is, if you don't roll them out properly, you're gonna get that, but it'll be okay. It's quite all right. So let's pick up our mess here. Put our stuff away. You're gonna need this. Now, we're getting things done, which is great. The English muffins will be rising up over there. We got the bagels in the oven. Over in that pan over there, I've got, I grabbed some of that beef out of the freezer. I'm gonna do like a cowboy butter and cook that, because I'm thinking to have like a salad on it would be really good. So I know it was delicious, I like it, I might as well make it. Everybody else will have breakfast for us today, I'm sure. So what I'm gonna do now, at the request of the kids, is banana chocolate, banana peanut butter waffles. I'm like, I can do that. So I'm just taking and smashing 1 banana here, and then I've got a package of mix here. So I am going, is it just this with 1 1/4 cup of water? Yeah, we're just gonna mix it all in here. This goes in here. mix this up here. I'm gonna add in butter, melted butter, and then I'm gonna add in 2 tablespoons of peanut butter powder. I think I'm just gonna do chocolate chips. Maybe chocolate chips in there, or just regular chocolate chips, and that'll be the chocolate part. Really good peanut butter and bananas. That's really good. Okay, we'll do this over on my pan over here on the stove. I'm gonna put some oil in the pan. I'm gonna put some cowboy butter seasoning in there. I feel like this is gonna be good, and then I'll put some butter in it when it's almost done. That will make my steak stuff all delicious, so I think. Put them on here, and they will cool, and then stack them. I always put them on in the container beforehand, and then you're stacking them in there. And they're all smushy. These will be fun. I think the kids will like these. Okay, awesome. What else? And then we have to make lunch today. So the other thing I'm going to be doing is grilled cheese sandwiches, which I can probably get that going at the same time between everything. I think I can. That is just going to take my bread, homemade bread, slice it, put it over here with some butter and put cheese on it. We'll make soup as well. How about I get the soup together? Let me get that while we're doing this at the same time to get some tomato sauce. The great thing about the tomato soup is you can literally just pour it all into a pan on the stove. I used to think it had to be like in order. That's how I did it originally. Then I'm like, let me just put it all in there together and just whisk it. It works just good. So I'm gonna make, they want grilled cheese and tomato soup. I just gotta get a few things out. Let's go over here. So for kid-friendly tomato soup, it's 2 tablespoons of flour, teaspoon of sugar, like a pinch of baking soda, and then you do add 2 cups of milk. I'm doubling mine, so I'm gonna do 4 cups of milk. That can be all of this. And then it's a can of tomato sauce, which is 16 ounces, so we've got double here. Oh, that's gonna be all the milk. Okay. It's only about 1.5 cups. I'll have to get some more and add that in. And then I normally never have the individual spices, but now I do. So I've got basil here. So half a teaspoon of basil. Usually I just add Italian seasoning and it's good. And then paprika. Half a teaspoon of paprika. And then garlic powder. That's pretty strong, I realize. I'm gonna do an onion powder. My original didn't have onion powder. And then salt and pepper. And if you want a home style flavor, add a little bit of tomato bouillon in it. That'll make it taste so much better. I'm just gonna put this in the stove and let this heat up. Doing 10 things at once, we're gonna get them all done. Over here and put cheese on here. I'll slice more up on top. This is cooking, soup is cooking, it's good. Well, surprise, the waffles are getting eaten up. All I have to do is add some banana to it and peanut butter. Yes, I got more in the cupboard. this is good. Just add a little bit of butter to it and kind of let it get the drippings in the bottom of the pan. But I think this is going to be delicious. I'll probably put a little bit more. This will be really good. And then we just had this over top of salad. It was very delicious. And the soup is already, I just used the whisk that up back there. That tastes delicious, the flavor. This right here, all you do is put your English muffins, which are nice and risen on top of it, and cook it for about 5 to 7 minutes. These are going to be big. How big? Those are actually going to be pretty big. That's okay. Okay, when we set timer, we'll cook away. This tastes really good. Very good flavor. So I will be making a salad up here for dinner for myself and whoever else wants one. I don't, I guess will. And I'll be putting this on top. That's real good. There's all that cutting that meat up, or I could have just bought it cut up. That's okay. The soup is heating. The grilled cheese is doing its thing. Waffles. I got the last one I had. I filled it too much. It's overflowed, of course. That flavor is really good. This you still want to burn. Hopefully they'll stay nice and good. Okay, this overflowing. It's all good. Okay, get in the kitchen. I'll clean up so I can be done. I was going to do my garlic. I'm not going to be able to do that. That'll be another day because I got to get school going. So I have all this breakfast food done. I was like, I was going to use that for dinner. I guess we'll just kind of see how the day rolls, and then I'll see if the kids want that. If they, we'll see. We'll see how the day goes. But I do have to stop in a little bit here because I got to do some school with them. So the bagels are done. Like this will be done. I'll put these in the ovens just for a few minutes. These are almost done. The soup is done. It's delicious. Oh yeah, this is the best. The best soup, even with less milk. It's just more tomatoey. So if you need to stretch it, add some water or milk. I'll put those over here, and then over here I've got my steak pieces that were cooked. These are so good. They'll be good on salad. Kids came down and ate a bunch of these, so now I know. Just make the waffles a little bit yummier. And then all the bagels right here. So, was that all I wanted to do today? I wanted to do garlic, roasted garlic, but that just didn't happen. So that's okay. We'll work on something else today as well. So finish this up, put it in the oven. Great day. So just take your thermometer, put inside. If it's like 195 to 200, you're good. So these are great. Look how perfect these are. These are like English muffins. Super glad for that. And then I'm done. I'm just gonna wipe up my mess here. Finish in the kitchen for the day. Well, I think I gotta make a salad and see what Greg wants. Kids could do soup, sandwiches, breakfast. I guess I'll kind of see. We'll see how the day rolls. Okay, we'll wait for these to finish baking, but that'll be it for the kitchen. I'm thinking, you know what, I can just do sandwiches tonight. That's what I'll do. We'll end up doing bagels with the egg muffin and just do sandwich. That's gonna be easy. Or they can do a BLT because I've got bacon. That sounds good for me. But I know I'm gonna be doing my salad. So lots of options. I was thinking, is everybody gonna want that? Yeah, they'll want that. That'll be a good thing. So kitchen work is done. So now I gotta go finish on with everything else. So everything looks amazing, delicious. Oh, these little English muffins are gonna be so, so good. They're so easy to make. They're definitely, these are big, but they're like normal size, which is good. A bigger normal size, the extra large ones, which is good. So now I'm gonna go do school and stuff with the kids, and we'll come back. We still gotta do like laundry and clean up, all that good stuff. Since we can't experience the mountains or Michigan for apple cider slushies, would they even do apple cider slushies here? Probably not, I don't know. We haven't been to an apple orchard, so I don't think there's one here. What you can do is take apple cider and put it in your slushie machine. It even goes in your ice cream machine too. Like if you don't have a, like we didn't have a slushie machine, but we put an ice cream machine and it worked just as good. So I'm gonna fill this up. This will be like a treat for the afternoon. They're having their grilled cheese and soup for lunch. I don't mind going past it. Their grilled cheese and soup for lunch. And then we're gonna sit down and do our Bible right now. We do the Bible project. Watch that video and follow along my book. We ask questions, do all that fun stuff, so I'll be glad to do that. And then they can clean up the dish. There's so many dishes, so Mom's got a lot of dishes to put away. Talk about what we're gonna do for the day, everything else, all good things. I got laundry, my laundry to put away, my bed to make. It's good Monday.
Hi guys, so this is my slushie. My very famous slushie.
Famous slushie, they're so good. Are they not yummy? I haven't had slushie and so good.
It reminds me of the apple orchard we used to go to.
I tell them we'll bring the apple orchard to Florida because it's so hot. So we just did our school, we did our Bible stuff, and got that done on the TV. Went through a couple stories, which was good. And so we're eating this, doing all the chores, getting everything picked up. So it's a good day. Sun is shining. Probably go in the pool. Just have a good afternoon. So I just put my laundry away. Got Greg's laundry put away. Flipped the load in. They're out there putting dishes away. Watched stuff that's Maxine. Yeah, doing good, Maxine. She's like, "Where's my dog bed?" I think her bed's out there. I have to bring it in here. Let's make the bed real quick. Maxine's down there sleeping away. I tried to open the window thinking maybe she'd get a little bit more sun, because I'm like, I don't think she lays in the sun anywhere. Even though it's bright, I don't think the sun beams in the house at any direction. So she sometimes lays at the top of the stairs. The sun comes in on the floor, so I'm thinking maybe she'd like that little star right there. I moved this over for her. I'll move my nightstand over for my dog to get it more sunny. Is that good? Check out it and we'll see. All right, so I am done. What else do I have to do today? I was gonna do my floor, like wash the floor, but I had the donut thing and it like got all over the place. So I'm like, I just need to re-vacuum the floor. So maybe someone will stick vacuum it. So it'll be all good. We'll see how the day rolls, but everything else, it'll be easy. They said they'll have breakfast for dinner. So I'm like, yeah, I'll just make a salad to have with that steak tonight. I think that sounds really good. So great Monday. Still feeling great and accomplished, which is always a good thing. And I still have the whole afternoon, which is nice. All right, I'm gonna do my floor and get my it cleaned. I was like, do I just wait? I'm like, you know what, let me just get it done. So I'm just gonna mop the floor. Just got a little bit of water in there and a little bit of vinegar. I just got done vacuuming. I had to bring the camera in here because it's noisy out there. So I started doing the floor, and the kids were all in the kitchen, so I was just working around them. So I did mop my whole floor, so that's good. So now what I'm gonna do is go upstairs for a little bit. It's looking like a gloomy, cloudy day, so I don't think we'll do the pool. So I'll go upstairs, edit for a little bit, and I'll come back, and then I'll get dinner. Like right before dinner was gonna make a salad and make the breakfast sandwiches. So a great day though, good day. Everybody's doing their chores, getting them done, all the odds and ends, little things to do in a household. So I hope your day is going well too. How's that sound? All right, let me go. I'll be back in a little bit. All right, so it's been a busy afternoon. I've been upstairs working in my office. The kids are down here. They're watching, Maddie's watching old videos. She's watching J House vlogs right now, and they were little there. So she was watching old videos of us. I'm like, oh my goodness, everybody's so little. I'm like, I don't ever go back and watch the old videos, but it is nice having that on there. So what I'm gonna do is finish up with dinner. It's close to dinner hour. Greg's on his way home, and I'm like, what would you like for dinner? I said, I'm gonna do the salad with steak. He's like, well, what's my other option? Breakfast food. He's like, breakfast food for sure. So I'm gonna do a couple eggs for him, just dippy eggs, and then do the English muffin and and then sausage and bacon, and that'll be a good little dinner time, and then make up my salad real quick as well. So great day, good day getting things accomplished. I've got a lot of breakfast foods for the week, and then also for you know, the kids to eat, which will be nice, and for dinner tonight. So let's get breakfast plate for him. Okay, salad, delicious. The intention was to put my blackened corn on here, but I forgot about that and we ate it this week. That's okay. English muffins are delicious, nice and soft. Peg-a-leg cooked. These are really good. Look at how awesome. So this is dinner tonight. Let me eat this. Greg's got the breakfast stuff, and then we're done. Enjoy apple cider. Got a little bit of apple cider for him with the donuts. So it's been a great Monday. So I hope you enjoy. Come back tomorrow. We'll do some more live. All right, we'll see ya. Bye.